National Police Commissioner Jackie Salibi still refusing questions about his friendship with murder-accused Glenn Aliotti. A slippery escape from CMAX prison has correctional services stumped. And Swaziland is demanding it gets bits of South Africa back. Live from Johannesburg, this is E-News Primetime. A very good evening. National Police Commissioner Jackie Salibi still won't answer any questions about his relationship with murder-accused Glenn Aliotti. Salibi attended an anti-crime conference at the Union Buildings today, but avoided facing the media afterwards. Aliotti was arrested for the murder of businessman Brett Kebble last week.
National Police Commissioner Jackie Salibi joined a meeting with senior politicians and religious leaders on crime and then disappeared. Little of substance came out of the meeting except for confirmation that Salibi has the confidence of President Thabo Mbeki, at least for now. Salibi has faced criticism over his friendship with Glenn Aliotti, charged with businessman Brett Kebble's murder. There have in recent months been allegations that Salibi has taken money from drug syndicates. The Religious Leaders Forum asked Mbeki for a commission of inquiry into the allegations, but the president apparently told them this wasn't necessary.
He said, look, I have carried out whatever has to be done as president of this country, and you guys have to trust me. If there's anything that I think is that is wrong, then I'll assure you that I will take action.
Salibi has refused to face the media since Aliotti's arrest. The government has denied his no-show at the media conference with religious leaders as tantamount to running scared.
The National Police Commissioner is not afraid to address the media. He was not scheduled to address the media in the first place. He's got other engagements.
Are you considering resigning?
Journalists have to resort to door-stopping the National Commissioner for answers. But Salibi is remaining silent and defiant. Ben said E-News Pretoria.
So, are Jackie Salibi's hands clean? As he claims, you can join Third Degree at 8 o'clock tomorrow night for an in-depth investigation. No answers either from prison bosses on how an awaiting trial inmate managed to escape from CMAX prison. All they're saying is that they're still trying to piece together the details of Ananias Mate's daring jailbreak. Mate escaped from Pretoria's super prison on Saturday night. Correctional Services Minister Nqonde Balfour has now set up a task team to investigate.
CMAX is supposed to be South Africa's most secure jail. Ananias Mate was locked up in its high security section. He faces a long list of charges, including murder, rape, hijacking and robbery. Mate's handcuffs were found lying in his cell, and the small glass windows were broken. It's believed Mate stripped and covered his entire body with Vaseline. He then apparently squeezed through a window measuring just 20 by 60 centimeters and escaped onto the roof. But Correctional Service officials are refusing to confirm or deny any of these details. So, just how did Mate manage to sneak past the armed guards and their dogs? Why didn't the prison searchlights pick him up? And how did he get over the electric fence and the razor wire? Could his escape perhaps have been an inside job? A special investigation team has now been tasked with trying to find the answers.
Recently, Minister Nqonde Balfour announced a new plan to prevent jailbreaks. And this daring escape couldn't have come at a worse time for the minister and his department. Thus far, Correctional Services hasn't been able to provide an explanation as to how Ananias Mate managed to escape from what's supposed to be the country's most secure prison. Valdi Karelse, E-News, Pretoria.
Police management says it's doing everything it can to reduce stress in the ranks. This after a Cape Town policeman allegedly killed his heavily pregnant wife over the weekend. He's being kept at Pollsmoor Prison after a brief appearance in court today. While the SAPS says nothing more can be done, police unions disagree.
Yet another cop accused of murder. The officer allegedly gunned down his pregnant wife in their home on Saturday night. The couple worked together at the Kales River police station and their first baby was due next month. It's not clear yet what may have pushed him over the edge, but police shootings are on the rise. Statistics show that almost every month this year, a police officer has allegedly murdered a loved one and has often ended it by killing himself. The trend has police unions, SAPU and POP Crew worried.
We would really want to appeal, to management, to take this matter seriously. It is becoming, a great concern.
But police authorities claim they are boosting support for the men and women in blue. Human Resources Manager Selby Bukaba says officers currently have 5,000 Rand a year available to them for psychological treatment. And next year, workshops will be held at police stations around the country to help officers deal with stress and depression. The unions have implored police authorities to make trauma counselling mandatory because they say many officers don't seek treatment for stress in fear of jeopardising their careers. Amy Brooke, E-News, Cape Town.
Swaziland wants South Africa to return land it claims was stolen. The kingdom is threatening to take its case to the International Court of Justice, and a committee has been set up to try and reach a settlement.
Swaziland is laying claim to large parts of Mpumalanga and KwaZulu-Natal. It says the land was stolen by white colonial rulers. The disputed territory includes Nelspruit, Ermelo and Pongola and is home to an estimated 1 million people. The kingdoms also dusted off a 24-year-old international treaty with the apartheid government, which apparently promised thousands of square kilometers of South African land to Swaziland in return for its support against ANC freedom fighters. Swazi officials say they're considering international legal action after several attempts to get President Thabo Mbeki's attention on the issue failed. Both the South African presidency and the Foreign Affairs Department have declined to comment, but Swaziland has confirmed that its Border Restoration Committee is holding ongoing talks with its South African counterparts. Lukhanyo Chalata, E-News, Cape Town.
With that, let's take a quick look now at the markets. When E-News Primetime continues, Parliament throws open the floor to a second round of public hearings as the countdown to legalising gay marriage begins.